So the best way to scale Gorr is off of Old King Thor, Odin, and even modern Thor. Modern Thor has shown to be in those star to multi-solar to galaxy range of attack potency and durability. And you can easily scale him off the Silver Surfer, since he has also shown these feats are quite comparable in a sense. Silver Surfer has been able to redirect energy from Unilord, a Skyfire level being, and this attack was so great that it destroyed the entire solar system. Silver Surfer also tanked an attack that Thanos when he had the Infinity Gauntlet, and he destroyed half the universe, and multiple star systems was in the vicinity and they were destroyed, and Silver Surfer tanked this with no shields and off guard. It was also stated by the Silver Surfer that if his powers misused, they can destroy an entire galaxy. And Thor has been easily able to keep him on combat with the Silver Surfer and even overpower him. So Thor will be easy being those star to galaxy range of ability and durability. So you can easily scale Gorr off of Odin, who has shown universal multiversal feats. Like in this battle with Seth, they were destroying galaxies, they were affecting every plane of reality, and they returned a very fabulous Marvel multiverse. Odin also nullified a fire that was going to wipe out the World Tree, and the World Tree has been said to have 10 realms and an infinite number of universes with their own space-time continuums and cosmos. Well, possible infinite. And in this battle with Surtur, their classes were so great they were shaking the entire World Tree. So basically 9 realms, 9 universe-sized space-time continuums. Mephisto also fought against Galactus, and they were destroying galaxies, and if their battle kept raging on, the entire universe will soon be destroyed. And if you guys didn't know this already, the Marvel Universe, a lot like the Dragon Ball Universe, has other realms and other dimensions within it. So basically, wiping out a universe is more than just universe busting, it's clearly multiversal, due to all the dimensions and realms within it. Galactus in this battle with Tyrant also wiped out many galaxies, and if their battle kept raging on, the entire universe will be soon at risk of being destroyed. And Old King Thor is said to be more powerful, if not relative to Odin, since he has wielded the Odin Force a lot longer than his father. And Gorr absolutely cucked down Old King Thor. So Gorr will be easily a high Skyfighter since he's able to cut down a character that is relative if more powerful than Odin. This would also mean that Gorr would be low multiversal to multiversal plus, going off of the feats in scaling. So now let's go into his feats and Gorr's abilities. Due to the nature of the Necro Sword, and if y'all don't know, the Necro Sword is basically just a super powerful symbiote that bonds to his host and makes him a lot more powerful than a regular symbiote does. And it also gives you a lot more hats than the regular symbiotes also have. So with the Necro Sword, Gorr went to be from fodder human level to easily be a high Skyfighter, since he's been years killing off gods and absorbing the blood of the gods, making the Necro Sword along with himself more powerful. And most of these guys that Gorr kill are quite powerful, since they've been able to wrestle black holes, tank supernovas, galaxies blowing on top of them, and even universes. So these guys are quite powerful. Gorr has the ability to manipulate the darkness around him. He can fuel off the blood of others to make him stronger. So that's what he basically did over the years, absorbing the blood of gods and making the Necro Sword a lot stronger. He can also create weapons, its shields, and also incredible strong armor. If his limbs are cut off, he can regenerate with the curse of the Necro Sword. And he can also spawn these black beasts called the Berserkers, which you may think they're quite fodder, but they're quite powerful in their own way. So Thor, even modern Thor, had quite trouble with him. He even said that this guard dog that Gorr had is quite powerful, and it took him even several hours to defeat. Plus, even an army of these black berserkers was able to kick the living shit out of Old King Thor. For years and years and years on, they did this to him. They would overpower him, overwhelm him, and repeat the cycle by taking him back to his throne over and over again. For hundreds and hundreds of years, they repeated this cycle on Old King Thor. Even when Old King Thor was begging to die, just wanting to die, they just said, no, we're going to repeat this cycle all over again until we get bored, which will never happen. So, Gorr's a dick. He's a real dick. So how did Gorr get more powerful even after this? Well, basically he didn't have a transformation. All he did was through experience and through the power of the Necrosword, just killing gods. Like, to make the Necrosword a lot more powerful, I said before, you need to feed the blood of a god. Well, blood of gods. So because of this incredible power that Gorr had, he not only mopped the floor with not one, not two, but 3 Thors, which included young Thor, modern Thor, and old King Thor, who was likely more powerful than Odin. Now, I bet you're wondering just how fast is Gorr. Well, you can easily calculate him to billions to if not trillions times the speed of light, but he will more than likely have immeasurable speed. So basically, like I said before with immeasurable speed is when linear time has no jurisdiction over you, or you're able to move back and forth through time with your pure speed. And also, a character can be granted immeasurable speed to consistently be able to keep up in combat and beat a character with immeasurable speed. There was a time when Thor had the ability to move his hammer 2 times the speed of light and be able to travel back and forth through time. However, Thor had lost the ability, but it does not hinder his speed, so he is able to keep up in combat with the Silver Surfer, who has immeasurable speed. And the Silver Surfer shown many times to move back and forth through time with his sheer speed. So, scaling off of Thor, Gorr would have a higher level of immeasurable speed, since he's not only defeated young Thor, modern Thor, but old King Thor. He defeated 3 Thors with possibly immeasurable speed. This would mean that Gorr would have a higher level of immeasurable speed. Now, how will Jiren fare up against Gorr now that we touched in his raw power, his durability, and his speed? So to start where you can scale Jiren, you can start him off in the Battle of Gods Art, where Goku and Beerus were in their classes or in their energy classes. They are threatening to destroy the entire Dragon Ball macrocosm of Universe 7. Universe 7 is composed of several realms, like the Kaioshin realm, Hell, Heaven, the Demon realm, the Afterlife. And many of these realms are actually a galaxy, if not universe in terms of size. So basically wiping out Universe 7 is more than just universe busting. So just by suppressing themselves, Beerus and Goku were threatening to wipe out Universe 7. And Beerus and Goku are a lot more powerful, especially Beerus, when they first did their battle. So in this arc, Beerus and Goku can be scaled from low to mid multiversal. Well, especially Beerus is in this, since he was heavily suppressed in this arc. So Goku in this arc will easily be scaled to low multiversal, and Beerus will be in the midst of low multiversal to mid multiversal. And you have it implied that Goku and Vegeta absorbed the God Ki into their base forms, and you even see that even after the God Ki ran out in the fight against Beerus, Goku was easily able to hold his own against Beerus, even just as a Super Saiyan. So the God Ki entered their base, and also apply to Super Saiyan forms does count. And even after this, even after their training with Whis, up to the Revival of F arc, they had gotten a lot more powerful. Beerus acknowledged that, and they said, "Oh, you guys grew more powerful than before. You want to try and fight me again?" They're like, no thanks. And then you have Goku after the Revival of F getting stronger and stronger to prepare for the Universe 6 arc. They got multiple times stronger through that. And then you have Goku stacking Kaioken times 20 on top of Super Saiyan Blue and fight against Hit. And Hit has the ability to grow progressively in a fight, in the anime at least. And Goku is easily able to overcome his time skip through his raw power. And even with Kaioken times 20, it still was nothing to Beerus. Champa was like, "Oh, you can use time skip, Super Saiyan, anything like that. I will still clobber you all." And Champa is comparable to Beerus. Even Beerus was like taking up the fence of, "Oh, you can try to fight the God Destruction if you want. I don't mind. Just know the consequences are on your hands." Even after stacking God Ki onto their base and multiple training and Zenkais and Potara fusion like Vegito, Beerus was not still surpassed yet. And after the whole Spirit Bomb Trunks bullshit plot-based stupidity, Zamasu became Zamasu, and he was fusing with the actual universes. That would imply the other universes, such as Universe 6 or 7, since Zeno had to wipe them out in the end. And we have Jiren in just a suppressed state clapping Super Saiyan Blue, and Even with the combined efforts of Universe 7, set Vegeta, using the Spirit Bomb on Goku and stacking on Kaioken times 20 to push it against Jiren, Jiren was still not phased and he was easily able to push it back. And even Supreme Kai stated that he's more powerful than anyone we ever faced before. That would include Zamasu. Even just Jiren flexing his ki was enough to shake Beerus. He was like, is this really the energy just from one warrior? Just that Jiren is just strong, plain and simple from Supreme Kai. And that his power feels different from everyone we faced before. And that there were rumors that there is a mortal where a god of destruction cannot defeat. And that this warrior is more powerful than Belmont. And Belmont does not dispute this. And so that Jiren is stronger than his own god of destruction. There's also the fact that Goku and Jiren's suppressed state was stated to shake an infinite realm of nothingness. In this realm, since the world of void is a world without time or space and filled with infinite nothingness. So Jiren energy was spanning out into an infinite realm. And even when Jiren powered himself up a little bit, he was still able to cut down first triggered Ultra Instinct Omen. And then we get into determinate power later on that Goku and Vegeta got a lot more stronger. Goku fought against Kefla, who even Kefla in the Super Saiyan 2 was more powerful than the Spirit Bomb that was used against Jiren. And then you have Ultra Instinct Omen. If Kefla's energy was to touch Goku, it could possibly have killed him. So, and you have Jiren afterwards, after he was released more of his ki. Belmont even stated that, I've never seen Jiren use this much power before. So it's clearly meaning that even the suppressed Jiren, or even this Jiren, is more powerful than second triggered Omen Goku and Kefla. And since Goku and Vegeta were able to fight on par against Jiren after he powered up, this will also mean that they will be above second trigger Ultra Instinct Omen Goku and Kefla. So after this confrontation, Jiren eventually reached his full power and he was defeating Blue Evolution's Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku, and 17 at the same time. Then Goku unlocked third triggered Omen and he was fighting on par with a full power Jiren, but it's implied that Jiren was still more powerful. It wasn't until Goku got into Mastered UI and Goku was overpowering a full power Jiren, and then Jiren got into his Limit Breaker state and he was fighting relative and overpowering Master Ultra Instinct Goku. It wasn't until Goku got a rage boost and completely decimated full Limit Breaker Jiren and defeated Limit Breaker Jiren. This would mean that Limit Breaker Jiren would be relative to Master UI pre-rage boost. So going off of this will scale Jiren to low multiversal, to mid multiversal scaling off of MUI Goku, Blue Evolution Vegeta, Frieza 17, and Beerus. It was also stated in a guide that NUI Omen Goku was possibly stronger than Beerus, and we know that MUI Goku was far stronger than UI Goku Omen, and Jiren in his Limit Breaker state was relative and he was overpowering MUI Goku, and with his rage boost, MUI Goku defeated Jiren. So Jiren will be relative to MUI Goku pre-rage boost. Now, how fast is Jiren? Well, you can scale him off of Goku and Beerus, who have easily shown massively faster than light. Well, Beerus, and you can scale Goku to Beerus. You can get Beerus to billions, if not trillions of times the speed of light, going off to when he copped to Whis' staff when he went to that planet to get Beerus' food. Though Whis has stated that it would take him 35 minutes or half an hour to reach to planet Earth from his world, from Beerus' planet to Earth in half an hour. And it is implied that the Earth is on the other side of the universe, and Whis was able to do this pretty casually, traveling from Beerus' planet to Earth. And we see Beerus pretty casually able to catch up to Whis' staff, meaning that he would have billions to trillion times the speed of light, and combat speed, and also reaction speed. This also meaning travel speed. Though generally in Dragon Ball combat speed is like faster than travel speed from what it seems, but most different fiction portray this a lot differently. And obviously Goku is able to react in combat with Beerus' speed, so Goku would also have this kind of speed. But there is a simple way to do this, and this is where most Dragon Ball characters fall under the category of an accessible speed. So I explained to you what a measurable speed is, so now I'll explain to you what an accessible speed is. An accessible speed is generally just time is at 0 or no time space. You're able to move in 0 time, or you're just able to move in like a time stop. So in the Battle of God's Out, when Goku was fighting, Elder Cow was like, oh man, these guys are so powerful, they're so bossy, but oh wait, if they keep fighting, they're going to turn us into a vacuum of nothingness. So that basically implies that all the matter, all the celestial bodies, all the planets are all going to be wiped out along with the space-time continuum. So if Beerus and Goku, while heavily suppressed, can fight at these insane power levels, and that they are much stronger later on, that means they can fight into a timeless void. And this is also consistent going to like the Universe 6 arc, when Goku was able to fight in like a hits time skip. Though you can take this up two ways, like Goku is able to move inside of his time skip when time is at 0, or he's able to just overpower Hit's ability to go up just a sheer power like normally in Dragon Ball. So since Hit has the time skip, it's used to stop time, meaning that Goku is able to move in this frozen time, which means he would have an accessible speed. Basically when time is at 0, going off of Hit's time skip. And going to the Goku Black arc, we have Zeno wiping out Trunks' timeline, and Goku and Trunks is able to go back there and move around in that timeless void, which doesn't make sense. I don't even understand how they're able to go back to a timeline when the timeline is already erased, but whatever. And then there's this statement where Jiren surpasses the time itself, which man, that would just mean Jiren is above Hit's time skip. He was way stronger than Hit, and he's able to overpower Hit's time skip. It doesn't mean he's above the concept of time or anything. It just means he's overpowering Hit's time skip, which means he has an accessible speed, so he's able to move inside of Hit's ability. And since Jiren is able to react and blitz Goku and Vegeta, who has an accessible speed, that will mean Jiren has a high degree of an accessible speed along with MUI Goku. Now that we got that out of the way, it's time to see which one of these characters will come out on top. And if we're talking about bloodlusted, going all out, not holding back, I would have to give it to Gorr. What really gives Gorr the edge is his speed, and also the hats that come along with the Necro Sword. Gorr is going to overpower Jiren, along with his speed. On the top of that is going to be too much for Jiren to handle. Plus, Gorr can also summon the Black Berserkers, who can overwhelm Jiren over time, and plus they also can react to immeasurable speed characters, so Jiren will also have a problem with that, and also dealing with Gorr along with these Black Berserkers. But there are a few ways that Jiren can win. Well, for one, Gorr has this kind of epitome, some sense of where he underestimates his opponents, and he lets his guard down multiple times. He done this twice against young Thor, where he was so preoccupied that young Thor cleaved his arm off. And there was also another time when Gorr let his guard down again, and he got up in young Thor's face, and young Thor got him again by biting his eye out. So if Gorr is being cocky and letting his guard down, I could possibly see Jiren taking the win and overpowering Gorr like that. But if we're talking about bloodlusted, not holding back, all cards on the table, I would have to say Gorr would win low to mid difficulty. But if we're talking about a battle where Gorr is off guard and underestimating Jiren, I can see Jiren taking the win like that. But that has been the video for today. I have to admit, I'm not that really good with Dragon Ball. I don't really like Dragon Ball that much, but I do try to like scale the character and see how strong they are. And most of my friends help me out with the scaling anyway, so I have a good gist of it on how I understand most of the scaling for Dragon Ball. And I like seeing Dragon Ball characters go up in comics, see how comic characters fare up against Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball fare up comic characters, and the reverse of anime or like other fictional characters such as that. But guys, if you like the video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Also comment down below. And if you like the versus battle, like the versus battle too. I appreciate the subscribers. We're almost to 100, and if we get to 100, that would be great. I hope to get to 200 by the end of the month. But yeah, that's been the video for today. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.